Good morning, good morning, good morning. How's everybody out there doing today? So, did get a few questions on the old video that I did about Colombia and the visa situation here for the veterans who have high mental health ratings. I did get a couple of comments and one question. I'm going to answer that. But I want to start off with the draft. So, I'm sure anybody who didn't watch it last night heard about it this morning. It's all over the papers and everything. So no surprise who went where. They have been talking about it for weeks. The only surprise, and I'm shocked by this one, and I know a lot of people are confused by it as well, was Atlanta taking Michael Penix Jr. Let's see what number it is, but I think it was the 19th or 9th pick. Taking Michael Penix Jr. when they just signed Kirk Cousins to $180 million. What was it? 80 million guaranteed, 50 million at signing. That was a head scratcher. So I don't know what Atlanta's doing. They know obviously something, which is why they took Michael Penix Jr. But that was really the only big surprise. I was hoping he would have fell down to where the Broncos could pick him up. I think he's the 12th pick. Let's see. Yeah, Michael Penix was the 8th pick. And I was hoping he would have went to the Broncos, but the Broncos ended up taking Bo Nix. So that was the only real surprise that I saw out of all the picks. Six quarterbacks taken in the first time in the first, I think it's 10 or 12 picks. That's NFL history right there. So that was interesting. All right, so let's get into this, man. First, let me thank all the guys who are currently in Puerto Rico who left comments. Let me know that the mail service isn't as bad, getting things there isn't as bad. So Puerto Rico can definitely be an option. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't like these countries when it comes to getting stuff, importing stuff. It is U.S. territory, but it is an island, so imports have to be shipped there. But I appreciate all the guys letting me know, it's not as bad. It's slow, but it's not as bad. So Puerto Rico is definitely back on the board. What's going on, Howard? How you doing? I know you was all over it last night. I saw you put it in the chat that Michael Penix went to Atlanta. Howard, I don't understand that pick at all, dog. Not when you just signed Kirk Cousins. And how long is Kirk Cousins' contract? 4 years. So basically, and you keep cutting because you gave him a guaranteed contract. So what? They gonna let Penix sit for 4 years and then hope that he's good? Because that fifth year, they got to give him a big contract. Bro, you can't let quarterbacks just sit anymore because of the new agreement. I mean, once you sign a quarterback, that's why a lot of them play right away because they got to make a decision on it. I mean, I don't get that one. That one to me is very confusing. Yeah, that was a shocking pick, bro. To give Kirk Cousins all that money and then sign Michael Penix. Hell, you should have got somebody that was somebody you give a 1 year deal to, let them sit behind that person for a year, then see what Penix can do. But hey, it's Atlanta. Yeah, 180 million, man. 80 million guaranteed. He got 50 million in signing. And his agent, if you watched it last night, the agent was shocked that they took a quarterback. Everybody was shocked. Everybody was shocked except Atlanta. So I'm like, I guess they know what they're doing. It's their money, their decision. So, but that was out of left field right there. Okay, guys. So let's get into this. I got a couple of comments on a video that I did, and two of them were statements trying to warn other veterans, and then one was a question. Okay, so the first one I got was concerning there was a guy going to different YouTube channels, I guess veterans channels, whoever's talking about the city I'm in, and he was trying to basically promote his pharmacy where he can charge the U.S. government medication that he's giving to veterans, telling veterans that they can go to this psychiatrist he has where their psychiatrists will approve them to get a visa to be here. Now, some veterans took him up on that. Okay. And I had put videos out warning people. There were other people who put videos out warning veterans. You got a high mental health rating, chances are not very good you'll get approved here. Okay. So the first veteran who left me a comment basically said he's still here. He's irregular, meaning he's overstaying, which is very expensive here. Overstaying here can range anywhere from $150 to $300 a month, depending on the exchange rate. So he's 8 months over right now, still going by what these people have been telling him, and he's a little bit more than $3,000 into it, trying to get a visa. Now, and he's like, well, what do you think I should do? I said, man, I can't tell you what to do. You the one that decided to listen to these people tell you something. You now $3,000 deep into it, and they probably gonna want more money from you. You 8 months overstaying, and when you go to leave, they're gonna charge you whatever the current exchange rate is for those 8 months. So you're looking at probably paying out another $1,000, and they may ban you for being overstaying for so long. They may ban you. Who knows? But I'm like, bruh, this is why I put that warning out there. It may have worked out for some veterans, but everybody's not going to be in the same boat. So what should have cost maybe $600, you're $3,000 into it, and you still don't have a visa? Okay. I mean, all I can do, man, is put the warning out there and tell people, and y'all grown, you decide which way you want to go. That's it. Okay. Now, the second one, this is one what I had spoke about maybe a month ago, right? And this is for veterans who have a visa already, pension visa. They're going to renew. Now, this was a rule they changed. It was already on the books, but they really implemented it in 2022. This is concerning insurance. And this is part of the reason why, and I did that video telling you guys why I had to withdraw my residential visa application. So this veteran, and the lawyers know this. I think I mentioned this before. The lawyers know this. So the veteran went to renew their visa. Okay. They were only paying about $20 for the mandatory insurance. Here you have to have insurance. It's mandatory. Whether you get public insurance or private insurance, you have to have insurance if you're going to be a resident here. Whether you're pension visa, retirement visa, whatever it is, you have to have insurance. Okay. He was only paying $20 a month for the public health care. Now, I mentioned this before. The way the system is set up here, they go based off your income. So, for example, if you're 100% veteran, more than likely, you're going to pay between $220 to about $250 a month and $3,800 a month for your insurance. That's for your insurance, the taxes, and into their retirement program. So, about depends on the exchange rate, $220 to $250. Because the more income you show, the more you got to pay. So he was only paying $20. Now, all these lawyers here know this. They know if they look at the rate that you're paying and it ain't even close to what you should be paying, you get denied no matter what. Doesn't matter whatever else you got. They're going to deny you right off the rip, which is why I had to take my application out. I was paying, but I wasn't paying quite enough. Now, man, hell, I got Daytop playing. I'm paying almost four. It's like it depends on the exchange rate. It's usually $390 to $420, somewhere in there, bounce back and forth every month. But that's what I'm paying. And I only use my Social Security. I didn't even use my VA. So I know you veterans out there that's looking to do this, that's an expense people don't even count because it's mandatory. You have to do that, especially if you plan on renewing it. You got to pay it. So he got denied. And the lawyer explained it to him. But the lawyer had to know because my lawyer knew. So they know. But this is how they get a second bite at the apple. So now they got denied. They got to leave within 30 days. Now he's got to pay, right? And then try to come back and get it done again once he pays the correct amount. So just know that if you are here, you have a retirement visa, you're paying minimum, and you have income $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 a month, you got to pay the right amount. You don't pay the right amount, they're not going to recruit you. You got to show at least, I think I had to show, was it a year, 6 months or a year, I can't remember which one it was, of those payments being made. You don't have it, they're going to deny it right away. No questions asked, they're going to deny it. Let's see. Yeah, 180 million. 3,000, Howard. 3,000, bro. He, man. Hey, I don't know what it is about here, man, but cats are willing to fork out all kinds of money, man. Hey, it is what it is, dog. Got nothing to do with me. Okay, so question for you vets who are in the Philippines. My man Mike is getting ready to head to the Philippines here pretty soon. For those of you in the Manila area, and you're going to the VA in the Manila area in the Philippines, if you could please leave a comment about your experience in the Philippines, letting us know, because there's other veterans that are talking about going to the Philippines, and they want to know about the service that they're getting in the Philippines. So, hey, let your fellow veterans know if you're currently in the Philippines in the Manila area, you're using the VA in Manila, the real VA in Manila. Let other veterans know how your experience is using it. You know, when it comes to getting your medication, when it comes to seeing your psychiatrist, when it comes to seeing a doctor, how long of a wait is it? Can you see someone right away? Do you have to put an appointment in 2 weeks from now? How's the outsourcing, right? If you are service connected for dental, how is it getting dental done? You know, those are things like experiences people want to know, right? So if you are in the Philippines, in the Manila area, please leave comments below and help your fellow veterans out who are thinking about going to Manila and using the Department of Veterans Affairs, U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs, while in Manila. Okay, I appreciate any of you guys doing that. For my fellow veterans that are in Puerto Rico, in San Juan, Puerto Rico, you can let your fellow veterans know how service in Puerto Rico. How long is the wait? Are you able to get everything that you need? Now that's a big VA. I've been to that VA before. When I was in the Dominican Republic, I've been to that VA. I've had experience with the one in San Juan. Now back when I went, that might have been 2016, 2017. They put me up in a hotel. I don't know if they're still doing that. Okay. When I had to go, and I was sent there from my service in the States to Puerto Rico, and I had to stay there for 2 days. When I went there, I went to the travel section, gave them my paperwork that I got from them. They told me I was going to go stay at this hotel. The only thing I had to do at the hotel was give them a credit card for incidentals, and that was it. The VA paid for me to be there for 2 days. I had to pay for my Uber going back and forth. They reimbursed me for that, and then they reimbursed me for basically all my expenses there. Whatever meals that I had, I turned in, the Uber that I used, and then they paid for the hotel. Now I don't know if they still do that. Okay, that was 7 years ago. So a lot of things have changed since then. Like when I used to go to the VA in San Diego, and I was living in Yuma, they used to give me a hotel. They told me I could stay up to 3 days if I needed to. Right there on Hotel Circle. What is it? Hotel Loop? What the hell is it called? Hotel Circle. It's called Hotel Circle because I was going to the one in Mission Valley. So if I needed to stay, right, if I couldn't go back the same day for whatever reason, I'm having issues or whatever, they let me stay in a hotel for 3 days. The hotel I stayed in actually was in La Jolla. It wasn't too far from the main VA facility in La Jolla. I forgot the name of the hotel. But I know it wasn't too far from that VA facility. and that's where they were sitting. So that's the best I can tell you guys when it comes to that. But for anyone who has experience outside the U.S., going to Puerto Rico or you going to Manila, Philippines, okay, let your veterans know how those are, or that you're dealing with those situations, all right? Because those are legitimate Department of Veterans Affairs. All the services that you get in the U.S., in the 48 states, you get it, or 50 states, you get it in Puerto Rico for sure, and in the Philippines, I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure about everything there in the Philippines, but I know in Puerto Rico, you get it all. You get it all. No questions asked. You're gonna get it all. Okay. But for those of you who have a lot of time there, you're living there, the system itself, let your fellow veterans know how it is. All right. Now, when it comes to here, right, I don't deal with any of the third parties. I go see a doctor on my own, and I'm not really even using FMP anymore. I'm using my local health services here because I'm paying enough for it. So I use the local services here to see a doctor, to get my medication. My deductible is usually around $1 to $3. I pay $1 to $3. Okay, that's my deductible to go see the doctor whenever I have an issue or getting my medications, and I get those on my own. I let the doctor know what I need that I'm running out of. The doctor write a prescription, but honestly, you don't even need a prescription. If you know what you need, you just go to the pharmacy and get it. But I go through that route in case I need to give the Department of Veterans Affairs anything. Boom. I already got it from the doctor, reports, scripts, all that. So I'm good to go. You talking to Barry? Yeah, Barry's supposed to be going to Vietnam. So, hey, hopefully you enjoy that long flight, Barry. I don't see doing no flights like that. Okay. Only other news I got for you guys this morning, man, is I did decide on an apartment. I found an apartment that is willing to take the owner, is willing to take a credit card. Because I am not doing the cash thing. I'm not doing no transfers, Bitly, or none of that shit. Because I'm not interested in losing money. Anytime you're using any kind of transfer service that's not Zelle, where they're charging you a fee, I ain't losing $10. I'm not losing $5. I ain't losing nothing. Put it on the credit card. Okay? And y'all handle it from there. But that's how I'm paying, and I want my points. Right? That's extra money I get that I use. I can use it monthly, but I choose to use it at the end of the year, which is why staying in these hotels was working out for me because I'm not losing anything and I'm making money on my credit cards. So I decided to take one on the first, so I will no longer be in an apartment. I'm sorry, in a hotel. I'll be in an apartment. It's a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom on the 24th floor. And Erica loves it. She already making plans about stuff she planning on doing while she out. I'm like, whatever. So that'll be next week on the 1st. I've already paid up here till the 1st. And that's how I normally do it, guys. Those of you who are traveling or whatever, I take care of where I'm staying first for the entire length of time I plan on being there. I know some people like to do 1 week, 2 weeks, or however they do it. Me, bro, I'm paying the entire amount. So going to a hotel, if it's $2,200 for the month, then you're $2,200. Because if all else fails, I know I got somewhere I'm gonna be for the whole month. Versus I only paid 2 weeks. I didn't go into the casino, screwed up my money. Now I'm trying to figure it out. Now, always pay where you're gonna lay your head up front. Let's see. It's supposed to be there already, but my reservation at the house is taking renovations. Okay, the house taking longer than expected. Okay. Contract busy. Oh, okay, damn, Barry. I thought you were supposed to be gone already, so you doing renovations. All right. Sorry about that, bro. So you gonna have to change your vacation plans to a later date. I got it. Hey, but man, I would really love to meet you guys somewhere, but this year I can't go anywhere. Talking to my lawyer, man, seems like it's best to just stay inside the country. So just flying around different places and going to some of these pueblos that I haven't been to yet, some of these smaller pueblos that we usually pass by that I haven't been to yet, looking at possibly doing some of that. So that's pretty much it. What I got? About 10 minutes left. Okay, last thing, guys, and this is serious. Last thing. If you are coming here where I am and you are with a young lady, and I do mean she looks young, they're going to call the police. I'm telling you that early. There's no hesitation. If they think that girl is underage or even looks like she might be underage, they call the police. So don't get upset. Don't start talking about racism, this, that, and other. Because I can tell you up front, there ain't no Malcolm X here. There ain't no Dr. Martin Luther King here. There's no NAACP. So all that about they racist, they don't like us, this, that, you might as well keep that to yourself. Because nobody here cares. Not one single person cares. I'm telling you up front. When you go to parquet areas now, they got a stop and frisk policy. They're going to stop you. They want to see your passport. They're going to frisk you up and down. They're going to ask you some questions. And you already know why they're doing this. They're doing this because they don't want to be them. They're doing everything they can to make it unpleasant, uncomfortable, and expensive. Okay? Another quick thing that they're doing now, and they just started this as well. Let's say you're a tourist staying here for 6 months. Let's say you got a buddy that comes here who wants to stay with you. Let's say this buddy you have stays with you, does something illegal, and they come find out where he's been living. Not only are they going to throw him out, they're going to throw you out, and they're going to seal up their apartment. They just did it. I just sent the link to Barry and Howard about another guy they caught here with an underage girl staying in a tourist house where a tourist had rented this house. He was staying there. They kicked him out and arrested him. They kicked the owner or the tourist out who was living there, and they sealed up their apartment. They're not playing anymore here when it comes to that. So just know, you come in here, you're going to get frisked. They're going to want to see passport. If you're trying to go into that lifestyle, they're going to want to see it all. And if you do anything here, they ain't hesitating. You with anybody that looks suspicious or underage at all, they call the police. Police don't come check it out. So there's no point of screaming about racism and all that. You got to remember where you are. This is not America. So hollering about they discriminating, they don't give a F here what you think. This is their country, not yours. So all that about being racist, this and that, you gotta know where you're coming. You gotta know where you're going. And if you don't like the way they do it, don't come. It's just that simple. But getting online, crying, saying they're racist, that doesn't hurt them at all. Not one single bit. Great to see you back as always. Thank you for your suggestion and advice. How you approve with back pay with the intent to file. Congratulations. But keep that information to yourself. Congratulations, bro. Don't let everybody know you got your money, man. That's it. Hey, are you approved? Congratulations. Congratulations, man. But hey, best of luck to you and everything. Good to see veterans out there getting what they need, getting the approvals that they have. Hey, enjoy yourself, man. You only got one life to live. Enjoy it while you're here. Congratulations on that. And for any of you guys out there, I know I've got some comments in the past, but some of you guys have gotten approved Social Security as well. So congratulations to you on that as well. Definitely, if you have not applied for your Social Security, man, and you have not been working, please apply for your Social Security before your quarters run out, before you lose all your quarters, all your benefits on SSDI you paid into. You 100%, man. I know it's tough. It's a tough road ahead. we don't have a whole lot of physical issues, sometimes the mental issues are not enough, don't stop fighting. Because at some point, I don't care how good you feel right now, at some point, between the age you are now till you get to retirement age, okay, something may happen. And you want to have that extra security, and it doesn't hurt you to have that extra, whatever you may qualify for, 1,200, 1,500, 2,000, 2,500. If you're not working, you're 100%. You physically can't work, or you mentally cannot work. Go get your Social Security. Go get your Social Security. Do not wait 10 years, 12 years. Now you ran out of quarters, basically you ran out of insurance. Now you got to wait to retirement age unless you plan on going back to work for a few years to build up some quarters, then apply. Okay, but don't lose your quarters, man. Don't lose that ability to get that extra. Okay, that extra will take you from, let's say you're 100% at 38, and you get another 2,000. Now you almost 6 a month. That's a huge difference. 38 to 6,000 a month versus 3,800 a month. Huge difference. Okay, so especially in this economy, guys, if you had an opportunity, not just for that, but also for school, you can get in voc rehab. You can go to school, certificate program, on-the-job training program, whatever. If you don't have a child that you plan on giving it to, right? Any of that, use your resources, guys. There's no point in crying about you don't have enough. You wish you could make more. You wish you could do more. You got all these different programs out here you can take advantage of. You can get on voc rehab. That's extra income right there for you. CWT, compensated work therapy. You can go do that as well. Okay, you can go do that as well. That's extra. Matter of fact, when I start going back to the States, I'm going to do it. I don't give a damn. They ain't paying but $8 an hour. I don't care. It's not like I'm be doing anything strenuous. What are you doing anyway? If you're sitting at home watching YouTube all day, you're sitting at home twiddling your thumbs, going to sit out in the park and people watch, you can sit in the damn DA and people watch and get paid. Get that extra, whatever it may be, $150, $200 a week. That's $800 more a month. Who could use an extra $800 more a month for sitting in the VA for a couple hours? Because you got to go there anyway. You're sitting there for a couple hours, talking to your buddies, some friends that you made at the VA, and you ain't doing nothing. Nothing. But we want to complain that we ain't getting enough. Man, y'all, look. I don't know how y'all feel about that dude, but I'm telling you right now, when I do get my residence this year, I'm going back to the States for half the year. Watching me doing YouTube videos telling you I'm sitting at the VA right now, not doing a damn thing, getting paid. Check a veteran in or help somebody find a location. Okay, yeah, you got to go over here, do this, do that. Yep, got to go upstairs, take the elevator, go down or whatever. That's all I plan on doing and getting paid to do it. And if anything's wrong, I'm right there at the hospital. So what's the issue? What's the issue? There shouldn't be one. So I don't get people who complain when there's opportunities there that you don't take advantage of. But you rather go try to sneak and drive for Uber. Or you rather go try to sneak and get a job and think they ain't gonna find out. Do it the right way, guys. Don't put yourself in situations where you're gonna lose everything because you don't want to make $8 an hour. Dude, if they're gonna pay me $8 an hour to sit there in front of a computer monitor and just click a button, checking a veteran in. Last initial, I tell you how exactly how it goes. Last initial, last four, boom, there you are, check you in. We'll sit your ass down. Gotta call you. That's essentially what you're doing. Let's see. What is this? New here, denied for adaptive equipment grant. When they say loss of use, does that apply to paying for the grant? Or do they mean zero use? Zero use. Okay. I got a whole video, dog. If you put in my name or Kels TV the podcast, loss of use, that video comes up. I got the whole thing from directly from the VA that explains it. But loss of use is not pain. I understand you're in pain, but that's not loss of use, right? Like, say my wrist is hurting. I'm in a lot of pain from my wrist. Okay, but I can still use my wrist. I can still function. If my wrist is like this and I can't lift it, I can't do anything with it, I gotta have a sling to keep it like this, that's loss of use. But just having a lot of pain, that's not loss of use. You still have function. Okay. There's other ways to get it as well. And like I said, I advise you to go to that video I did talking specifically about loss of use. I did a video on it. Sorry you got denied, but for sure, go check out that video for loss of use. With Social Security, a lot of people just get it and forget it when they may be entitled to Social Security disability, also approved. The wife doesn't know. Okay, bro. Hey, that is extra income, bro. Who couldn't use an extra $2,000 extra a month? I don't get why you don't fight for that, right? I'm definitely gonna pay. I got approved first for Social Security before I became 100% of the VA, which they then corrected years later and backdated it for me for my 100% from where it was. But I got approved first in 2013 for Social Security. And then I was only approved a year later for 100% for the VA, but then they backdated it back to 2010. So I've been 100% since 2010. So moving forward, so what is this? 2020, 24? So 14 years at 100%. 6 more years, unless they can prove fraud, which they ain't no fraud, they got tons of x-rays and shit, I'm set in 6 more years. At the 15th year mark, though, I'm pretty good. But right now, with 14 years in, I'm good. I'm good. Hi, I haven't seen your vids in a while. You still living in Medellin, or did you move? No, I'm still here. I'm still here. Moving into an apartment next week. Not leaving the country until I get residency, and then I'm gonna split my time between the U.S. and here in Medellin. So I'm probably Florida would be the ideal spot, but Puerto Rico is very interesting because of proximity. It wouldn't be too far away. And then you got Copa Airlines. It's an easy trip in and out. I would rather be in either San Diego, California, or Phoenix because that's where family is. So, but I'll see. I'll see as I get closer. I'll make a determination about that. Uncle living in California, TDIU, struggling to make ends meet. Can he enroll in the program? Yeah, bro. You don't even have to be service connected. As long as you are enrolled in the VA healthcare system, you can do compensated work therapy. You don't even have to be service connected. That's why I don't understand why people don't do it. Man, I'll be sitting there. As long as they let me sit, how long can you sit there? I can sit there about 4 hours. So you're going to pay me $32 a day for 5 or 6 days a week just to sit there. I'm damn sure going to do it. I'm telling y'all earlier, I'm doing it. For sure. I'm doing it. Now, if he's on TDIU because he can't work, hopefully he's applied for his Social Security. That he hasn't ran out of quarters on Social Security. He can apply for Social Security and get that as well. Because in Cali, man, hey, I already looked it up for San Diego. Minimum probably in San Diego, 80 grand. 80 grand, it'll get you by. Especially if you got a car you already have, you're not making a car payment, you just paying insurance, you should be okay with 80 grand in California. But hey, now Phoenix, you could probably get away with 60 in Phoenix. Depends on the side of town you pick. right? If you're gonna be in North Phoenix, no. Central Phoenix, some of South Phoenix, without going to Ahwatukee, Chandler, you might be okay. If you go west up to Glendale, can't go North Glendale, but if you go to Glendale, some of Peoria, stuff like that, you may be okay. East, you're going to Tempe, some of Mesa, not all of Mesa, uh, Guadalupe, stuff like that. You can be okay in Phoenix. It just depends on where you pick. Well, I'm racist against the perverts abroad as well. Too many weirdos and sickos traveling and bragging about it. Hey, I got no complaints with what you're saying there. Demographic traveling has changed since I started back in the 90s. Yeah, it's one of those things where this has become an income stream for a lot of people to survive abroad. That's essentially what it is because stuff has been happening long before any of us were born. Long before, okay? But it was never put out in the public atmosphere as it is right now. And what people have figured out is they can get online 3-4 hours a day, every day, and make enough to survive abroad. That's basically what it boils down to. And to me, it's just gone way overboard. It's gone too far to where a lot of these countries are going to start making harder, making it more restrictive for a lot of people. And people are not going to like that and they're not going to understand it. But when you sit there and you bash these countries or you promote something in these countries that's kind of like underground, hey, it is what it is. It's the start. I really wish they would start doing background checks for passports. Yeah, they're supposed to, especially on the U.S. side. That was part of the agreement here. I don't know what other countries. Brazil, they're supposed to start doing that. What is that? $2,000 minimum. I guess that's going to be in 2025 now. It was supposed to be in April. They pushed it back, so they're still going to implement it. I guess they're setting their system up for it. But here, the U.S. Embassy is supposed to start doing it for people who are coming here before they even get on the plane. And then the airplane is supposed to check it again, and then they're supposed to check it again once they land here. So it is what it is, bro. The latest that I heard something about Thailand. I had a buddy who's in Thailand, and he's telling me, Thailand is looking at doing something as well because of the influx and things that are being promoted. So, like I said, that's the only reason people are doing it is because they figured out this is a way for them to survive abroad. But hey, it is what it is. 2,000 is nothing. But funny, a lot of these don't qualify. Hey, I've never been a proponent of telling people to travel with nothing. Y'all know my stand. You ain't got, especially living. Now, visiting a country is one thing. Living abroad is not as cheap as people think. It's not. Because there's no help for you here. Here, especially if you're going to live, for me, I look at it like this. I'm going to leave it like this and get out because I'm over my time. But I'm not going to go somewhere I'm going to live worse than where I came from. That don't make sense to me. I'm not going to live worse than where I came from. So here in the Poblado, Llano Grande, Las Palmas, El Retiro, those type of areas, man, you need minimum 5-6 grand a month. If you're gonna be in Estadio, Laureles, stuff like that, you may be able to get away with 2,500 to 3, depends, right? And then some of these other areas, I ain't even looking at. I just can't do it. Yeah, that's the trip. But all right, guys. Hey, that's it for now. Appreciate everybody watching as always. I'll be back tomorrow between 10 and 11. Another 30 minutes short. We're definitely gonna do Saturday roll call. We definitely got a lot to talk about with the draft for sure. A lot of you guys have teams to looking forward to improve. I definitely want to talk to them guys, man. When it comes to that pick Atlanta did, I don't understand now, especially when you just paid Kirk Cousins. I am totally lost on that. I'm sorry, I just get mad. I saw YouTube talking down to women in some Asian countries. Like, bruh, it is, you know, it's one of those things, man, where people who don't have power hate people with power until they get power. Then they act just like the person that they hate. I'll leave it at that. But all right, guys, that's it for now. I'm out. Peace. Enjoy the rest of your day.